So today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Soda Stream Terra in order to make your own pop at home. And not just your own pop, but these ones actually have quite a bit less calories. So this is the cream soda. We're going to be using this one today in the demo. I'll walk you through how to fizz your water, how much it is to add. And the calories on it are 60. And that is per 1¼ tablespoon of this, which is about 370 milliliters prepared. So over a can of pop is only 60 calories with this, 16 grams of sugar. So you're getting like half the sugar that you would normally get in a pop, and thus like even less than half the calories. But anyways, we're gonna walk through this machine. I'm gonna show you everything with it. This is the Soda Stream Terra. It's the nice light blue, and let's walk through how to use it. Okay, so before you get started, there's a few things that we need. The first thing is you need your CO2 tank in the back. If you don't know how to install it, I'll show you really quick. We just pop off this top here. This is kind of an easy install system. You can pull it down, slide it out. Now you have to remove the pink cap that came on it. Then you just put it in place with this up. It kind of slides back there. You push this down, it lifts it up, and that's it. It's so easy. They make this kind of like a fail-safe system. There's nothing wrong that can go there. And then just pop your back on, which for me tends to be the hardest part, but that worked that time. Now, as for your water, they do say filtered water is better, but you do want ice cold water. So it comes included with it as a 1 liter bottle. You might have multiple of these. There's the fill line. Do not go over the fill line. You can go a little bit less, but do not go over. Then you're just going to pressurize too much, or you might over fizz your water, under fizz it. It's easier just to go to the same spot and make a liter at a time. All right, so we are all the way up to that fill line, not over it. Now, the thing I love about this system is how simplistic it is in that you're not twisting or moving anything. In order to put it in, all we do is slide it into that piece there, push it in. People always think you have to twist. You do not have to twist with these. Push back and it locks into place. That's it. That's as simple as it is to install. Now, we are not adding any flavoring until after, or else your system is going to get sticky. It's going to get messy. The sugar messes with it. So we just want the water, the CO2, and the top button, which I'm going to show you now. So every time you press this button, it's going to release CO2 into the bottle. What they do is they want you to use 1 second intervals. So we're going to press it for a second, release, press it for a second, release. Now, if you want a little bit of fizz, you're going to want to go 3 presses total. If you want a lot of fizz, you're going to go 5 presses. You are not going to go over 7 presses is what they say, or you're going to end up getting stuff everywhere, especially when you put in your mixture. And I learned that the hard way. So let's go ahead and do 5 presses here, because I do like a strong fizz. So 1, just like that. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 for good luck, 1 for good luck, really light one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our carbonated water here, because we are all carbonated now. So we're going to pop that out right there. You're going to see that. Now you can start to see a little bit of fizz in there, but we want to add our sugar. Now, it might not look like a lot, but I'm telling you, you got to be careful here, because this can overload. So for this specific one, there is a top line here. So what we're doing with this cap is we're going to that middle line. It's really hard to see. I can barely see it, but I can see it. So you don't want to go over that middle line. Every drink mixture is going to have their own instructions. So let's fill that up, and I'll show you what that looks like. So that is where the middle line is on this one. Now, this can get pretty messy, because if you add too much or you over carbonated it, it will over fizz, and then we have a problem. So let's add in our mixture. Watch this. You can kind of use it as a thing. You just want to pour it in. See, right there. This happened to me last time with the cream soda as well. So you might have to let this bottle rest for a few seconds before you pour it in, or else you get these overfill messes. Again, I did do 6 presses, so that could be my fault. But you know, if you overpress or you overfizz, this is actually good to show you. So you can always put that in, and then we can close it up right there. And that keeps the carbonation in. This is just, yeah, none of that stuff. That's just carbonated water. So now we can put the cap back on, and I'm going to let this sit for a second, clean up this carbonated water, and then we're going to test it out. Okay, now the last bit of instructions is you're actually supposed to tilt it just a little bit, just to mix that syrup up. So you can see we're doing really small tilt. It will dilute itself. So now that that's done, we want to slowly open it. Look at that carbonation we have on there now. And we want to pour ourselves some nice glass. Look at this. You have to admit, that looks pretty carbonated to me. So if anything, 6 presses was definitely too much. When they say 5 is strong fizz, let's try it out. It tastes like cream soda. This one could have used a little bit more syrup. It's not quite strong enough, but you also have to be careful with the fizz because again, I over fizzed it, but honestly, really good.